No, that's two 10-foot pieces of sewer and drain. It doesn't have to be real heavy duty. It's just light vehicles that going across it. So two 6-inch pieces of sewer and drain that just couple together. Over.
Oh, roger that. What did you dig the ditch with?
I'm sorry, I missed the last.
What did you do? How did you dig the ditch?
With my backhoe. I have a backhoe.
Oh, very nice. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I have a small John Deere subcompact tractor, loader, and backhoe, box scraper, mower, auger, all that stuff. And I do a lot of work for Mike with it as well as other people. Over.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. There's a lot of projects around his place to use that. That's a good deal.
All right, Mikey, I think we're done. Go ahead.
All righty. All right, Steve, 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow. 7-3 to you, Ken, if you're still listening. And we are live streaming from the barn, so you should be able to hear what you sound like tonight.
Hey,
go ahead.
Yeah, just you had an internet dropout. I had to restart the stream, so everybody that wants to see it will have to go find the new one. It disconnected me from the stream I started at 7:15. So there's another one on there. Just brought it back up. K6US flight.
Okay, we lost the stream, but it's back up now, so you'll have to go back in and log in again to get the stream back. Over, guys.
Hey, Mike, I forgot. It's 8:11 now, Cam.
I know. I'm going there now, Rob. Thank you. I'm going to skip Sacramento, and we're going right to Nevada for Larry. Let me get Larry in here. Going right to Nevada, K6MYC. Okay, Larry, Nevada. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, calling and listening. Well, I thought I heard a little CW, but I guess I was imagining it. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC in the Bozo Net, calling and standing by. Over. N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, calling and standing by. Over, Larry. I'm not hearing a trace of CW. I'm pretty sure he's there. He had no indication yesterday that he was not going to be here. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC in the Bozo Net on 1296-100, calling and standing by. Over. It's cold in the barn here tonight. Holy cow. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango. K6MYC calling. I don't hear CW. CW. We need CW tonight, Larry. Do CW, please. CW. If you're copying me at all, please come back on CW so I know it's you. Okay, N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT 657, K6MYC, calling and listening. Over. I'm not hearing a thing, Rob.
KM6SR. I'm kind of mixed up. I'm trying to follow the feed, but I got a delay on my own internet, so I'm going to just try to stay live. Over.
Well, he lost the feed, but you have to go get it again. You have to re-log in, so that may be why you're having trouble. The feed quit, he said, and then he had to reboot it and come up again, so you have to go back in and log in again like you're starting from scratch. Over.
Yeah, I did that, and I'm still having issues here, so I had 30 seconds before he dropped out. Anyway, I'm here now, KM6SR.
Okay, very good. And Aaron, can you tell us what the delay is tonight? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm seeing 4 seconds, so I told Rob via text message if he's seeing a 30-second delay, he's got something going on with his internet.
Yeah, okay, 4-second delay tonight on the streaming, guys. So it should be pretty good once you get it back. Now, unfortunately, it dropped out, and we don't know exactly why, but sometimes these things happen. And it's not related to anything that we're doing on our end. Everything's working fine here. I can hear Aaron's got the system working and streaming, at least attempting to stream from here. So it's all working on this side. I'm not hearing Larry. One more call for Larry and we'll give it away. It must be about 8:15 by now, right, Rob?
Big double. Yeah, Roger, about 8:15.
Who'd we double with?
I don't know.
Did we double with you, Rob?
You know, yeah, your entire internet connection dropped out for about 30 seconds because I lost, the stream went down and I lost connection to the computer. So everything up there is working. It's just we couldn't get to the internet for a bit.
Okay. So maybe we were doubling with Aaron.
Yeah, I believe that's who it was. It just, you guys are so equal that you took him out a little bit.
Well, that just means the antenna's working. K6USY.
Yeah, I know. You're a lot louder than normal.
Yeah, you're up to S9 now.
Apparently the antenna works.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why the one that Kerry has doesn't work better. Sometimes he's not real strong up here. But who knows? Kerry has been missing. I hope I may have to just give him a call tonight and find out if everything is okay down there. He hasn't checked in since well before New Year's. We're going to be in town tomorrow. I was going to have lunch with him, but if he hasn't been in, I was hoping to get a hold of him tonight and let him know and find out if he can do it. But he may not be able to get him freed up. Okay, one more call for Larry, N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Have you heard anything, Larry? Over, over. CW, over. Well, I haven't heard a peep. That's not a good sign. I've rocked back and forth in azimuth, too. All right, I'm going to go back toward Sacramento and see if we can get Meadow Lakes and K6WIS in Placerville or Pleasant Valley or whatever it is. Okay, let's try for this. Let's see, K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6WIS. On the direct path, Paul, K6 Whiskey India Sugar, any copy? K6MYC, calling and listening. I hear a very weak voice. Is that you, John? K6, KR6MR, KR6MR, over, over. I heard the word Paul. Keep talking. Whoever's talking, keep going, keep going. I'll see if I can find a peek on you. Give me 30 seconds of chatter, please. 30 seconds of chatter. I'll see if I can find a peek. Over, over. I'm only getting 3 or 4 words, and then it just drops out. I don't know why. call. I heard K6MYC. Somebody said they're hearing them, but I don't know who that is. Keep repeating your call. There's massive QSB, and I'm only getting half of your audio. Over. Okay, you're hearing Paul. I heard that now. W6SSW. I got better copy on you now. Thanks for the side scatter. You're hearing Paul, and who else are you hearing? Are you hearing anything from John? Kilo Romeo 6, Mexico Romeo. Are you hearing John? Over. Negative. Okay. Who do you hear beside Paul? Anybody?
Negative.
Nobody beside Paul. Okay, and I don't hear Paul at all, but I'm hearing you in the direction that I should get Paul. Maybe Paul is blasting into a big piece of dirt there. Hey, 6 Whiskey India Sugar, try the direct path. Steve, tell him to go on the direct path. Tell him to go on the direct path, Steve. Over.
He copied that. He is on the direct path.
Okay, boy, there's just no propagation. Isn't that funny how I could copy you on the backscatter and nothing on him? That's weird.
He's giving you a 3x2, Mike, 3x2.
Now, I heard it, but boy, it's very weak. It's 3 and 0, 3x0, 3x0, Paul. Over. The signals are diffused. I'm clear up at 340. I'm clear up to 340 and more, and you're getting in and out every other word, but you're getting stronger, but it's just all over the place. The signals are coming from all different kinds of directions here. So it's very, very difficult. Anyway, thanks for the test. And thanks for the help for you, Steve, if you can hear me in this direction. W6SSW and K6 Whiskey India Sugar. I guess there's nobody else. We should have KW6T, Kilo Whiskey 6 Tango, but he's never been able to get a signal to me on 1296 here. He's booming on 432, but no signal at all on 1296. So I think he has a problem with the 1296 antenna. I'll quit talking and listen. K6MYC listening. Over. Boy. Yeah, just not quite good enough for copy. I hear you in there, Paul, but I just can't get what you're saying. I just cannot copy what you're saying. Maybe it'll come up in a second. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC. Over. Yeah, okay, I heard you say 73. I heard you say 73, so 73, Paul. We'll see you tomorrow. And Steve, thank you for your help, Steve. W6SSW for a final, K6MYC, over. I'm just about on the peak, and it's just so broken up with QSB. I just can't get any intelligibility out of it. I'm getting a word at a time. Every now and then there's a word that's very readable, but no intelligibility. You're probably having the same problem on me. Anyway, 7-3 guys, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with better conditions here. Take care. K6WIS, W6 Sugar Whiskey, and anybody else, K6MYC. Good night, all. Okay, Frank and Rob and whoever's listening here, I think we'll just give it away for tonight. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. We've got a pretty good roster. I got 20 people in here, so not a bad night. Could be better, but we're missing a lot of locals. I don't know where Ken has been lately.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the band that he wanted to get on. He got it all fixed up, I think. Did you do Sacramento, over?
Well, there's nobody in Sacramento.
Okay, then I guess you did it.
Well, the closest one there would be John, KR6MR. So far, nobody's heard John. I didn't hear anything from Paul that would indicate that KR6MR was there, although last night on 6, he was very loud and said he would be trying, over.
Yeah, that's what gave me the idea about him.
Okay.
And I think Ken's wife has been under the weather.
Well, I know she's under the weather, but he worked a contest over the weekend, the CW straight key test. That's not a contest. It was just a straight key night on Saturday. He was out there doing that. So he's not without the capability to go to the barn or the shack for a few minutes, but would be good if he could check in here just to see who he's hearing, and other people can hear him on the live stream that way.
Yeah, well, and especially tonight with the different inversion layers and the rain coming into Northern California, and there's a lot of weird weather things going on right now.
Yeah, for sure. Now, where's John tonight, K6MI? He's usually checking in.
I have not heard him.
That's unusual because John isn't doing band, I don't think, at this time of the season. He's not doing band stuff, is he?
Yeah, I don't think so. And I know I wasn't able to check in with you on 220 last night because I remoted into his radio and it wasn't set up for 220, so he wasn't around last night either.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's see. Does anybody else have anything for the net before we close her down? And, of course, tomorrow night we'll be streaming again from this barn and on 2 meters, and it should be hopefully better conditions tomorrow, unless I have terrible rain static or something.
Yeah, the connection to the barn's been working great tonight, so running the cable up and over and out to the barn has been a success. Yeah,
it was worth the effort, and I'm glad you could take the time to put the connectors on and get it all swinging, get it all swerking here. All right. Thanks, Aaron, for your help again. I know that Frank is a little curious as to why he can't get that, but you might just double-check the password. Maybe there's something about the way you're putting the password in that he's not duplicating, because he's getting the incorrect password sign, and that doesn't make any sense unless the thing is also sensitive to the computer that he's using. A lot of times on my checking account, every time I check into my checking account at the bank with a different computer, I have to go through a big rigmarole of what the hell are you doing now checking in from another computer? You know, it's like people only have one computer. Come on, a lot of people have 4 and 5 computers. Anyway. All righty. Good night, all, and we'll see you tomorrow night. I'm going to get out of the cold barn. I'm staying warm, but with great difficulty here. I'm huddled around the heater. I take the shape of the heater, and it's square, so go figure. K6USY, KM6SRR, W6BBS. Whoever else we have, K6MYC, will be clear. Good night, all.
Yeah, good night, Mike.
Good night, everybody, from W6BBS.
Good night, everyone, from KM6SR. And, Mike, where's your kitties? They're supposed to keep you warm, over.
Well, I kept the kitty out here. The one that can be here that could keep me warm is, he's not a lap kitty yet. He's around my legs, and he loves to be with me, and I petted him a lot today. And he was out here, but he ran back to the house with me when I went to go get food because I realized there wasn't any food out here. And I made the mistake of giving him a little food at the house, so I think he just stayed up there. So he didn't come back down here with me. But he is a warman. Boy, he's got fur. When I was petting him today, I was telling Frank we were standing there freezing our you-know-what's off, and with the wind blowing through us, and the cat, I reached down and petted him around his neck, and he was just warm as toast over.
Yep, sounds like a winner. Sounds like a keeper. And he's no dummy either. He stayed up there where the food was. Okay, Mike, we'll say 73 is K6NYC, KM6SR.
Okay, good night, Rob. I'm going to be in town tomorrow. I'm going to go in the house, and I'm going to give a call to Carrie. Maybe we'll give you a jingle if lunch thing works out. It'll be later. I'm going to be at the bank at 11, so I don't think we'll get to lunch much before noon or a little after or so. But I'll call you later or in the morning first thing if we can work out something for lunch. Over.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Thanks, Mike. KM6SR.
Roger, Roger.
And Frank, I sent you a couple of emails. I think you might have been on the wrong page for Chrome Remote Desktop, so I hopefully pointed you in the right direction.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I downloaded Chrome Remote Desktop, the app, and I also tried it from a web page, but I'm clicking on the email right now, and I see a couple things here. I'll log in and see what happens here.
Yeah, the app is really just a wrapper. It's just a web wrapper, but it allows you to have it separate from the normal Chrome window, which is nice. But it's still just hitting the website on the back end.
Okay, I just read your message about the output of the 9700. I'll relay that in the morning.
Yeah, just something for you guys to check. It wasn't consistent the whole night, but so I wonder if there's a loose connection or something. Anyways, you guys can take a look at it.
Well, not tomorrow. He won't be here. I can reach back there now and feel. Where should I feel?
Well, so Mike, I was just noticing tonight that at certain times of the net, your radio was getting relatively high SWRs and it was cutting the power back. But then when you pointed another direction, it was putting full power out again. So I'm wondering if you got something that's causing a high SWR that's dependent on what direction you're pointed.
No, the radio is isolated by the amplifier. So the amp is not kicking. So that's a false reading you're getting.
Yeah, I was just seeing what the radio was doing.
Well.
Yeah, it's doing full power right now, but at certain parts of the night it wasn't.
Well, there is a changeover relay behind here, because I do bring the preamp down on a separate line. So in order to get the preamp into the radio, it goes through a relay at the back of the... but everything seems to be okay back here. Let me just feel. Yeah, that's all stable and solid. I'm feeling that whole connection, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the SWR meter from the radio. It's getting up to an SWR of 2 to 2.5 on your peaks occasionally.
Friend?
What's that, Rob? Frank?
I was just going to tell Aaron, yeah, I guess I was doing the wrong page there because I am now in and I'm seeing the radio. Are you still logged in as well?
No, that's why it kicked me out. Okay, so only one of us can be on that at a time. That's good to know. It just boots off the previous person.
Okay, well, it is good to know because I was thinking about that. What are we going to do if I'm thinking you're a little late and I go to start the system and then you happen to pop in and, yeah, I just got booted off, so you must have logged back in. So that'll work perfect. Feel free to override me anytime if I'm trying to help out. Over.
Yeah, no, that works. It just makes it a little annoying for like both being in there to show each other stuff, but oh well, it's fine. Well, and some nights, you know, if I know that I'm not going to necessarily be around, I'll get it all set up, and then you just have to go in there and hit the start stream button.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, Mike.
Yeah?
Remind me to talk to you about the SWR before coming out of your radio tomorrow.
Okay, well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, apparently your SWR sometimes is peaking up a little bit high, and the power's dropping out of your 9700.
Yeah, but it doesn't. There's only one thing that can do that, and that could be an intermittent relay. But I've just checked the coax going into the amplifier. It's very solid and stable. Let me check the coax coming onto the relay. All the connections on the relay are tight. I can hear the relay clicking. I can feel it. It's coupled right into the radio.
All right, well, we'll check things out, and I'll take a look at it, because I can sit there and see the radio and play with things and key it a few times and see if I see something happening over.
Yeah, I wasn't on the right one. I was on the 2-meter output. Let me get over here. On 1296 is tight. I've got 2 out of 3 cables that I've checked here. The third one is going into the radio, and that's very stable. And I can feel the relay clicking every time. And it, to my knowledge, of course, I can't see it here. It might have been doing this for months, and I wouldn't have known.
Exactly. That's why I say when I'm there and I can sit in front of it and look at it.
Okay. So far, have you seen any evidence of it since we've been here?
Well, no, because now I've gotten kicked back out because Aaron went back in. So, you know, don't worry about it. We'll mess with it later.
Yeah, but it should be on the live streaming, isn't it?
Yeah, but
see it on the stream as
I don't
well.
see that information on the live stream. I see it when I'm seeing the radio itself.
That's, okay. What'd you say, Aaron?
Yeah, I was just saying, anybody can see your SWR measurement on the stream.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I wasn't seeing things that way. I was looking at your radio.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on it. I haven't had any issues to my knowledge with this relay back here, but it's something that could be changed. But it's very stable, and all the connections are tight as much as I can tell. It's coupled into the radio with a barrel, and the relay is hanging off of that, but it's very solid. I can feel the relay closing and keying, and I can find 2 cables that go into it, and those cables are good. At least the connectors are tight, so who knows? All right, good enough. I'm going to get out of here, go in where it's a little warmer, and keep the fire going, and we'll see you guys on 2 meters tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Good, Mike. Yeah, just wanted to make sure that we're getting full power output, and that's going into your amplifier.
Now, did you turn the radio on, the power supply on today, Frank? Because when I came in the shack, everything was off except the radio was on.
I turned the radio on yesterday.
Oh, but you turned it on the power supply, and then I didn't ever turn the power supply off.
Yeah, you said you were going to go turn it off, and you probably got distracted.
Well, yeah, I know I did not turn it off, so that's why it was still on. Okay, that explains that. When you do that, when you turn the radio on, you might as well run the sequencer just above it. So turn the sequencer on just above it. It's got a red LED that I can see, and that way I know that the power supply is turned on. Over.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I just turned the power supply on so I could make sure that the network connection was coming up, and then I never made it out there to turn it back off, and you never made it out there either.
Well, again, if you ever do that again, turn on the sequencer that's sitting on top of the power supply. It's a little one, that little black box right on top. You turn that on at the same time to turn on the power supply. The reason I always make that a point is because that's what keys the relays, and it's safer if that's on all the time and it's functioning. Whenever the radio's on, I try to remember to have at least that one sequencer turned on. And it also gives me a visual that the power supply is probably on, because that sequencer's different power supply. Sequencer's got its own power supply, but the red light on the sequencer would tell me we got something turned on here, and I should check it or turn it off or turn it on together. Over.
Oh yeah, Roger, Roger.
Okay. All right, I'm out of here. Good night, Rob. Good night, Aaron. Good night, Frank, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. K6MYC going in the house.
Good night, everybody. W6BBS QRT.
Yep, good night, Frank. Good night, Rob. Good night, Mike. K6USY DMO6.
Good night, all. KM6SRR going QRT.
Yeah, S9 down here, Rob. Working good.
Yeah, you're very loud up here, so that antenna's cat's me out.
At least in this direction.
Yeah, but Bill can still hear you, so that's good.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna